So you might have seen this in a video or something. This is my art journal, sort of. It's like it's a Midori style inspired. So it has two bands like this. And in the beginning I was really happy with it, because then I could store the finished pages in one band, and then I had another one, this one, for extra pages and decorations and stuff. But I'm not happy with it. I discovered these problems straight away. It looks fine laying like this. I mean, it has room and all that and yada yada. But as soon as I close it, it starts poking out. And normal pages, we have A4. I use A4 that I fold into A5. They are this big. I bought this a while ago, which I think is a really good price considering how much I get, and it's really thick. I'm not going to use it yet because this is, I have other papers that are thinner that I want to use up first. I have a lot of those. But, to the problem. It's bigger than A4. I think it's letter sized. I'm not sure. I have no idea about the sizes and whatnot. I mean, keeping track of the sizes we have in Sweden and whatever in Europe is hard enough. But anyway, so yeah, this one is taller. And since I know I'm gonna use them folded up, this is a folded one of those. So you can see it's taller. And, well, it does fit. Sort of, but yeah, I'm not happy with this. I'm so not happy with this. So what I'm gonna do is let's put this away. I'm gonna redo this one, and I'm gonna do it in A3 canvas. A3 is to A4. And the reason why I'm using A3 canvas is because, well, I get some left over that I can cut away, but the length is perfect. Because I am going to use, and I prepared this. I prepared a little, because I had an idea. Okay, this is a cornflakes box. It's not going to be this wide. I'm going to cut it up. But I decided that I wanted instead of just putting the two canvases back to back, and have this one in the middle, I want one part to be open up with Velcro. So they're gonna be, the canvas is gonna be stuck to here about, and then this way will be Velcro. So I can open up and use it up, and then I have this back as a perfect back cover. Ignore this because I was trying to fix some stuff. Anyway, as you can see, I have made, no you can't see, but I have made marks for how long I want this one to be. So I'm gonna cut this one, and then I'm gonna cut this one, and this one, and then I'm gonna decide where I'm gonna cut on these, but one step at a time. So let's get started.
Here I'm cutting down the cereal box to the size that I want it to be, including the spine, so I can glue it together and make it sturdier. This video was originally 1 hour and 30 minutes long. I sped it up 8 times, plus cut out some unnecessary parts, so now it's only 21 minutes long, which is much better because I don't want you to get tired of my voice.
So I've cut down this part. Now I'm just gonna glue these together.
I'm using double-sided tape and Aleene's tacky glue to glue down the spine. Better to use too much glue than too little, and Aleene's is clear when it dries, so perfect. I'm also going to use Aleene's tacky glue to glue down canvas on one of the side of the cereal box, but you won't see that because, well, battery is battery.
Of course, the batteries decided to die there when I had already put out the glue. And I wish it had died just a few seconds earlier before I had done that, because I remembered to know something. I had planned to cut off this one, so there would be only 1 centimeter on each side, especially here, and then stitch the two layers together. This is one that I have wrinkled up and made it a bit abused, so it's smaller, but still, it should be fine. So what I have planned on was stitching these two together like this, fold it so I get a stitched edge, which makes it a bit bigger, like this. Well, so it gets nice edges. And now I have to start using my brain, which is not easy. But what I have to do first of all is put these two together, so I didn't damage too much. But I need to first measure this so it's equal, about 1 centimeter or something. Stitch it together, fold this one over, fold these two together. These two I just can glue together or whatever, it doesn't matter. And make sure that this part is only glued to here, so I can have Velcro here, and yeah, have Velcro on this side, of course folded, and so it's just for me to open up, use whatever I want, close it down, and then I have the two holes here. So what I'm going to do first of all is stitch these two together, and that's the boring part. So I'm going to do that while the battery is truly charging, because but I just let it charge for a few minutes and then recorded this. So when I come back, this will be hopefully stitched and measured. Hopefully. So I'm just gonna cut off the excess and then stitch and whatever. So, be back! Okay, so I stitched it all together. As you can see. Maybe not. Well. And did it for hand because I don't have a sewing machine. And then I just press them together so they get really thinly. Now let's wing the other part.
You can barely see it, but I am using double-sided tape and Aleene's tacky glue to adhere the edges of the first canvas to the cereal box, and I am doing this to all the edges. And then I started to fold the other canvas so it will fit snugly with the other canvas, so it will look like I have stitched the whole way, even though I have only stitched one side and the rest of the sides are glue. And I'm gluing down the edges to make sure that they're stuck down, and then I'm gonna glue down them on the back side of the cover and also the spine. And I am gonna use so much adhesive, so it's a miracle that I even have any Aleene's tacky glue left in that bottle, because I used up so much. And then I'm using whatever I can to make sure that the canvas is stuck down as well as it can, so it won't get loose. At least I'm using a spatula this time, and not my fingers. And now I'm smoothing it down using a scissor soon and then a bone folder to make sure it's fine.
As you can see, I have glued it all together. This is wrinkled, but I don't mind. Honestly don't mind. Because it will not be stiff like a book. It will be bended. So I will bend it. Anyway, so to this idea. I wanted to use some Velcro, like I said. But I can't find it. I know I have some, but I have no idea where it is. So I salvaged from some other places. So I got these. And it's good enough. And then I folded these, of course. And what I'm going to do now is try to figure out how to glue everything down.
Actually, I am not gonna stick down those velcros yet. I'm gonna stick down the edges first, so they are, well, stable and won't be loose. And here I decided to make the holes, all the 5 holes that I needed. This one for the binding, the Midori kind of binding, and I'm using a tool that actually broke on me because the crocodile doesn't go in that far. And now I'm trying to figure out where the other 4 holes are going to be. And I am gonna use a crocodile on those, so yeah, that will be easy.
I think I'm just going to take the normal gold ones. Oh, it's a bit dark, sorry. There we go. Because, well, oh crap, this guy wasn't closed. Yeah, I'm going to take... I can take these white ones. Or the gold ones. I think I'm gonna take the white ones.
Since I decided on the white ones, I had to check that my crocodile actually had a hole that fitted, and I was lucky. The small hole was perfect. So I punched the holes and then I just set them. And since they were white, they are perfect because then I can paint over them. And they don't move an inch, which was really nice. Here I decided to start gluing down the Velcro. I started with the long edge first, using Eileen's tacky glue, first on the hardcover, and then I started to glue down on the the canvas, and pressing really hard and putting crocodile clips on it to make sure that it's glued properly. Here I'm trying to decide what kind of elastic I'm gonna use for the signatures, and I was starting to think about what I would use to the binding, but yeah, the signature first, and this black one was perfect.
Should be good enough. That's a regular A4 folded, and now this one. Perfect. And then like this. So yeah. And then I'm just going to soften this up a bit. But right now, let's wait for this to dry. So until then, bye!
Time to check if the glue stuck.
Okay, let's try it out. No! Ah, crap. Okay, I guess that means I have to stitch. Okay, fair enough.
But before I start stitching, or I'll try to stitch, I decided to glue down the Velcro on the cereal box first, so it will make my life so much easier, since it seemed to work on the long strip. And of course, using paper clips to stuck down the Velcro on both sides.
So, I think everyone else but me got the error. Trying to stitch when the thread sticks on this one is not fun. Can I press that? So what I do instead, oh, I forgot the tool, hang on. So I figured out another technique instead. Just gonna press down these properly. There we go. So I decided to clamp what is it called? You know, the paper thing where you stick together. These. So I did it on this side, and I've also done it a bit on the inside. Oh, I had to do something on the outside too, so I will have to cover this, but that's no problem. Anyway, so this one is now glued down and drying, and I think I only needed to do one of these. The problem was that the regular ones didn't stick that well, so I had to get one of the hardwire ones, which is for stamping into wood. So yeah, that one should probably do it. Anyway, I have only one side left, and it's this one.
I decided to try to glue the Velcro on first to see if I was lucky, but I wasn't. But at least the glue left residue so I could see where the Velcro would go before I stuck the back side with a paper clip, and then I used this wonderful tool that I can't remember what name it is, and then I'm just clamping down to make sure that no sharp edges would poke me in the future.
Now I am almost done. Almost. I just need to paint it. But yeah, I'm gonna show you how, after it has dried, I'm gonna demonstrate it. So yeah, I'll see you then. Hello! So, here it is. It's finished, the base is finished. So now all I have to do is to decorate it. Which will be in another video, because this one is long enough as it is. But yeah, I've already, you see I've softened up the back a bit. A bit. And yeah, you can see on the other one, these parts were sticking out. Well, on this one, which is pretty, and I'm still gonna use it. I'm probably gonna make this into an art journal cover, a permanent one. But yeah, so the pages were sticking out here, and I didn't like that. No, I wanted, and considering that I didn't have that many pages, I felt like it limited me. I didn't like it. So here it is, and ta-da! And here's the pocket that I told you about, so I can put some papers in here and pens and whatnot. So perfect. And then I've already put stuff from, well, this one was empty, so I've already put stuff in here, like my finished art journal pages. And then these are pages with, I have done something on them, and well, I plan to use them. So that's why they're in here, so I can bring this one with me on crops and such. And here I have some stuff that I want to decoupage, some pages that I taped together, and yeah. So I have a lot more room to grow. Oh, and I changed this one to the blue one because the small one, it wasn't that good. It didn't want to keep these together. It wanted to do this, so I changed it. But yeah, so now I'm gonna decorate it. Stay tuned for that part.